Katrina Van Tassel.
And who are you, friend? We have not heard your name yet.
I have not said it. Excuse me.
You need some manners.
Brom.
Like many impressive works of art, Tim Burton films are hard to describe, but you definitely know one when you see one.
Who are you?
He's Willy Wonka.
Really?
Welcome to The Rewind. Today, we'll be counting down the top 10 Tim Burton films. Before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button for good luck. Number 10. Frankenweeny.
You're alive. You're alive. Sparky. You're alive.
They say a dog is man's best friend, which is why young Victor Frankenstein does everything in his power to bring back his dog Sparky after he passes away suddenly. Victor eventually comes up with a way to jolt Sparky back to life, and it works. Things go well for the young scientist, but fellow students steal his secret and use it to resurrect other dead animals. As you can imagine, this comes with literal monstrous consequences. Number 9. Big Fish.
Huh. That's how I go.
When Edward Bloom becomes ill, his son William travels to be with him. William has a strained relationship with his father due to the fact that Edward tells very exaggerated stories about his life. Because of this, William has a hard time believing anything his father says. Even on his deathbed, Edward continues to recall fantastical anecdotes. Being a journalist, William decides to investigate his father's tales and slowly begins to understand his father and his penchant for storytelling.
Promise me you'll come back.
I promise. Someday. When I'm really supposed to.
Number 8. Dark Shadows.
For I believe that I have found my one true love.
A rich and powerful playboy from the 1700s, Barnabas Collins seals his own fate when he ends up breaking the heart of a witch named Angelique, who turns Barnabas into a vampire and buries him alive. After 200 years, Barnabas is freed from his tomb, finding himself in a place and time very different from the town of Collinsport that he once called home. His once grand estate has fallen into ruin, and his last remaining descendants aren't in any better shape.
He's been gone for so long. Is he ever coming home?
Number 7. Big Eyes.
Just let me have this.
I didn't know you painted, Margaret.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Sadly, people don't buy lady art.
Based on a true story, Big Eyes depicts a scandal that rocked the art world. During the 1950s and early 60s, artist Walter Keane achieved incredible success thanks to his portraits of saucer-eyed waifs. Unbeknownst to the world, Walter's wife Margaret was the real painter behind the brush. Horrified that her husband is passing off her work as his own, Margaret isn't sure how to confront him. It isn't until their marriage comes to an end and Margaret finally files a lawsuit that the truth comes to light.
I don't think I'll be able to paint today.
Number 6. Ed Wood.
Miss Vampira. Please. Let's go. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
As a result of his eccentric habits and bafflingly strange films, director Ed Wood is a Hollywood outcast. Nevertheless, with some help from formerly famous Bela Lugosi and a devoted cast and crew who believe in Wood's vision, the filmmaker brings his oversized dreams to cinematic life. Despite not being critically acclaimed, Wood and his cast managed to make endearing short films.
Aw, geez, honey, I'm so happy for you.
Say, let's get married.
Huh?
Right now, let's go to Vegas.
Number 5. Sleepy Hollow.
Is it Theodore?
No, pardon, miss, I'm only a stranger.
Then have a kiss on account.
Set in 1799, Sleepy Hollow is based on Washington Irving's classic tale, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. The film remains faithful to the original story with its dreamy, custom-bound world mixing horror, fantasy, and romance. On top of it all, the film features an extraordinary cast of characters who dabble in the supernatural.
Each one found with the head lopped off.
Lopped off.
Clean as dandelion heads, apparently.
Number 4. Edward Scissorhands.
I wouldn't care.
Well, I would, so don't do it.
Well, this must be quite a change for you, right, Ed?
A humanoid built by a scientist, Edward is nearly complete when the scientist suffers a heart attack and dies. Now Edward must live in his unfinished form with a freakish appearance, accentuated by the scissor blades he has in place of hands. A nice woman named Peg finds Edward and takes him home, where he then falls in love with Peg's teen daughter. Despite his overall kindness and artistic talent, Edward's hands make him an outcast.
Now you've done it.
Number 3. Alice in Wonderland.
She's the wrong Alice.
Give her a chance.
Having visited Wonderland as a girl, Alice Kingsley, who is now a teenager, has no memory of the fantastical land and the adventures she had there. Things take an unexpected turn for Alice during a garden party when she follows a strange white rabbit in a waistcoat and once again tumbles down a long dark hole into Underland. Even after returning to this colorful world and reuniting with old acquaintances like the Mad Hatter and Cheshire Cat, Alice has no recollection of her first visit to Underland. On top of all the confusion, Alice learns that it's her destiny to slay the Jabberwocky and end the Red Queen's reign of terror for good.
My dear girl, anyone with a head that large is welcome in my court. Someone find us some clothes. Use the curtains if you must, but clothe this enormous girl.
Number 2. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Look, the Oompa Loompas. Back off, you little freaks.
Another Tim Burton take on a classic story, world-renowned chocolatier Willy Wonka announces that he'll be giving away his entire chocolate factory to one lucky person. 5 golden tickets are scattered across the globe, and Charlie manages to find the very last one. Once all 5 tickets have been found, Wonka's tour of the factory begins. But with each new sight, one of the 5 winners meets their sweet demise. Throughout the experience, we learn more about Wonka's childhood and where his obsession with candy began. At the end, Charlie is the sole survivor and inherits the famous chocolate factory.
Look, Mother, I'm much more flexible now.
Yes, but you're blue.
And number 1, Corpse Bride.
Wedding feast. I'm salivating.
Maggots.
Oh, hey!
Victor and Victoria's families have arranged their marriage. Although they've never met, they quickly develop a fondness for one another. But Victor is still understandably nervous for the big day. After ruining the rehearsal, he goes out into the forest to practice his lines and is pulled down to the land of the dead. The hand that drags Victor down belongs to a dead bride named Emily, who was murdered after eloping with her love. Not only does Victor have to hurry back to the land of the living to stop Victoria from marrying the villainous Barkis Bittern, but now he also has to choose between his living bride and this corpse bride.
I was a bride. My dreams were taken from me. Well, now I've stolen them from someone else.
What do you think of our list? Before you leave, don't forget to give this video a like and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Check out these other videos from The Rewind, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video again.